Yeah, my name is Otto Otoijam. I'm a Nigerian. I don't like mentioning my state, but for those who care to know, I'm from Edo State, but I'm first Nigerian from Edo State. I'm a businessman. I have a couple of businesses I do. I run business around tech, food business, as most people know. And of course, I play in the tourism industry. For now, those are the major things I do. Yes, I get this question a lot. Why Aristo? Of course, we are talking about my food business here now. I did a couple of research, and I had a list of names to choose for the business. But one that stood really different was Aristo at the time. And of course, I love it particularly because of the fact it connotes something very nice. Speaks about best. The goal is to build the best restaurant in the city. Another thing we try to do with Aristo is we are looking for branding that would make sense. Something very short, concise, yet something that naturally resonates with Nigerians. And it looks to me like Aristo does that perfectly. So it was a good option for me when I had to choose the name. Aristo Africana. It looks very good to the hair. And of course, branding around it is quite easy. Running business in Nigeria is quite challenging. So I have a long list of challenges. Of course, I thank God that we've been able to surmount most of them. We still face a lot of challenges, but those that resonate easily are those centered around human resource. Getting trusted hand for business in Nigeria is tough. It's still very tough. What we try to do in my business is to find ways to build processes and structures that allow people to be responsible on their goals, on their tasks. We try to ensure that we scrutinize properly at the point of choosing people for the most important roles. You can't really you can't run due diligence enough. It cannot be enough. But what we try to do is to ensure that we try our best to pick the right guys with quality history for certain roles that are germane to our business growth. Another challenge I would like to talk about is power. It's still a major challenge in Nigeria. Running a business and having to generate your own power. You have to run on generator, run on diesel. This thing cuts really hard into our margin. It cuts into our profit margin, and it makes life pretty difficult for business people just like me. In my business now, I know how much goes into diesel every day. It's not easy at all, but we continue to sell. Lastly, sourcing fund may not be very easy for Nigerians because a lot of folks who have tried to raise funds in the past, many of them have made people who have released funds to lose trust in Nigerians because the trust index is pretty low now. It's very hard for business people like me to source for funds from banks and other ventures that naturally would like to easily release money for businesses. I think those are the ones I would like to talk about for now. Hey, Jackpot is one thing I hardly want to talk about because I still do not have I still do not understand exactly why people live in Nigeria. While some have cogent reasons, I think majority of those who are living in Nigeria today are not living for the right reasons. Why? Because I've personally seen that there are a lot of opportunities in Nigeria that are largely untapped. I've noticed that Nigeria is one country that offers so much possibilities compared to many countries I have personally been to, and I've been to a lot of countries. So I think most of our young people, particularly from the southern part of Nigeria, the Jackpot syndrome. I went to the north and I hardly hear people talking about running out of Nigeria. I don't know why that is like that. But I know that in southern part of Nigeria, a lot of people are misinformed about what abroad looks like. I also think that many of these people are giving up on the country we love greatly. This saddens my heart so greatly, and of course I think people like me are a ray of hope to young people who would one day look at Nigeria and think for themselves whether they should stay or not. I think there are opportunities that are largely untapped. I strongly feel that the people are leaving because they are not seeing these opportunities. I do hope that people will get more educated, people will see these opportunities, government will support them to find the opportunities, government will support them to tap into these opportunities and scale upward and make personal progress. When this is done, I think the Japa syndrome is going to reduce and we'll be able to build a country we love, Nigeria. Yeah, you're asking me why Akure. There's no major reason why I'm investing in Akure. There's no major reason. If I'm in Ibadan, I would have also invested in Ibadan because I feel every single local government in Nigeria is untapped. Take your money to any local government, you get returns. So the logic is to know what to do and how to go about it. Anywhere in Nigeria is one country that is filled with milk and money everywhere. So I'm here in Akure today and I'm finding reasons to invest here because this is where I find myself now. If tomorrow I have a culture, I've lived in a good number of states in Nigeria and I try to invest in every state I enter part time. When I was in Ibadan, I put some money there. When I was in Abuja, I invested some money there. When I was in Osun, I bought some properties there. So everywhere I go to, I have a trend of always investing. I've stayed very long in Akure and that's why maybe I have a fiscally evident business in Akure. So there's no special reason for Akure, and of course the questions around opportunities, are they only around the lifestyle, food and drinks and entertainment? I think we have a lot more opportunities than that. There is the real estate business in those states is still largely untapped. Tourism is on scratch. I know there is a tech ecosystem in Akure that is making sense. And I know that today, FUTA and a good number of hubs are solving so many tech problems, around Nigeria. So I think the tech ecosystem in Nigeria is got some huge opportunity, and I think the guys that are playing in that space here are doing a very good job. So like that, we have a good number of areas that are still unscratched, untapped, that investors can look at and put some money around. Okay, so I have. You're asking me if not Aristo. If not Aristo, I'll maybe invest in other things that I'm doing currently. I love tourism, so I don't visit Nigeria. Visit Nigeria at some point was making sense. It slowed down a bit when COVID came. COVID hit us so bad, and we've been struggling to come back since then. We're still grinding. We have big prospects. We have huge plans around it that I hope in 2023 we will launch. I think we have huge opportunities around tourism in Nigeria, and I'm playing in that space bigly. Also, tech is one thing I would still put a lot of fun behind because I love the tech industry. Then sports. Recently, I'm looking at what can happen with sports. One day, I hope I would have athletes, that are signed to my company. It's not a record label, right? It's not a record label. So signed to my company, and then I think they call it agency. So I will have athletes that are signed to my agency that will compete, in big stage around the world. So watch out. I have big interest in sports. One day I will have athletes registered to my agency. Oh, failure. Yes, as business people, the journey of a businessman is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's more like a marathon. So you go slow, you go fast, you go slow, you go fast. So I've recorded some failures in my life. One that resonates easily is one that happened due to the wrong partnership. I went to a very silly partnership. I didn't check well. I made commit series of mistakes around, not doing the right diligence to get to know the people I'm partnering with, behavior, culture, and all, and I burnt my finger in a very, very big way. I lost a lot of money, and it's one thing I can never forget. So good for me, I was able to bounce back easily, and today is a story of the past. So many times I've had a series of other failures, but that one particularly resonates easily. While this is hard for me to really say this is what Aristo is known for, because I know that the customer perception is what sustains the business. But feedbacks I've gotten is there is this feeling of happiness when people enter into our space. That happiness is most times hard to express. It's a blend of the experience with the food, the place, the people, and everything that Aristo stands for. You get? So it may be difficult for me to really say this is what we are known for. I know that a lot of people use our space for content because of the beautiful nature of the place. I also know that some people, particularly older people, love nature. We make sure that we depict nature a lot in our space. I know that the young folks want a place that is a picturesque kind of place where they can feel at home yet express their youthfulness. It's a blend of many things, and it's really hard to tell this is what makes Aristo special. The only thing I can talk about is the fact that the Aristo atmosphere and experience is one that creates happiness, and it's like when people want that happiness, they come here. Okay, I think we target, and then most times they find us. Recommendation drives our business. It means they find us most of the time. But what we have tried to do is to a large extent, identify who our target audience are. Those who will be willing to, enjoy the service we render. And as such, we try to ensure that our content, our communication suits this set of people. But I know very well that when we create the kind of experience we want customers to get, or when we ensure that customers get what they want to get at Aristo, we go back there to tell many more people to come back to Aristo. So at Aristo we have customers who come almost every day. We have some set of customers who come, you see them at least 3-4 times in a week. They are like constant customers. We have people like that. So we ensure that when you come here, you get a kind of experience that will make you come back. We focus a lot on making sure that our customers return, and this is a major crucial part of what we do in the business. So I'll tell you that Aristo is that place that will naturally brighten your face when it happens to be moody. We have deliberately, painstakingly created a place to ensure that your countenance is lifted. This is by ensuring that we serve the best meals possible around. We have created the finest space in the city for family hangout. In fact, children disturb their parents to bring them here, because this is the only place I know around that children feel very safe and still enjoy the kind of good life they want. So we have been able to build a perfect place for meetings for the corporate guys, yet the very non-corporate guys. We have been able to ensure that people can express themselves, showcase their talent, sit back, relax, spend time, mingle, and do everything that has to do with lifestyle. So Aristo is number one in Akure today because of that thing we do, creating happiness.
Hello, welcome to Aristo. This is one place for happiness. What we do here strictly is to create happiness. Simple. What does Aristo stand for? Happiness. We have been able to do this with, a quality ambience that supports arts, culture, people, good food, nice environment, cleanliness, security, everything you can think of that brings about happiness to the family. One thing we do very well here is how we're able to make sure that families come here. This is a perfect location for families, children, young people and old people. It's a blend of a place that just naturally, resonates with everybody. And one thing about Aristo is how we've ensured that the place is affordable to every Nigerian that is willing to enjoy happiness. So basically, this is a lifestyle environment. It's a place that infuse Africanness with modern designs. So we have creatively designed a place that suits virtually everybody that comes here, and this is why we stand out from every other person's running this kind of business in the city. This is Aristo.